What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to a quick video, kind of a news update regarding crypto, and specifically about AI cryptos, alright, because tonight we have the Nvidia earnings call, where basically we will find out that there's been an estimate about the earnings per share for Nvidia, and we will find out whether they beat those or whether they fail to beat those and basically have less earnings than expected. Which in general, why is this important? It's because Nvidia kind of is the main AI company. If they're beating the consensus EPS, right? So the consensus earnings, that means that AI is still growing. In general, that's good for stocks. It's good for technology stocks. It's good for Nvidia. It's good for AI. All right, and we have seen, notably the last time that Nvidia had an earnings call, which was back in May, the 22nd of May. We saw quite a lot of effect on AI cryptos, and that's also why I wanted to talk about it today. What to expect, what are the possibilities, how to trade this, etc. All right, so that's what we'll do. I'll give you my opinion in a relatively short period of time. I'll try to keep it short and concise. I'll tell you what I at least am doing in terms of trading, and I'll try to tell you everything you need to know. So that's what we'll do. But like I said, it's very important. I think quite some of this bullish momentum we've seen for AI cryptos. And in this video, we will talk about 3 AI cryptos. We'll talk about Render, which you can see right here. We'll talk about Fetch, and we'll talk about Tau. And all of them since the 17th of August, some of them already a little bit longer, have been relatively bullish. More bullish than the market as well. I think that's at least partially due to the Nvidia earnings, which a lot of people knew were coming. We saw something similar in May, when we also knew that the 22nd of May we would get those earnings from Nvidia, and we also saw some bullish momentum ahead of that. Now, there's basically 2 things that can happen. The first thing that can happen is that they beat the expected EPS, right? So the expected earnings, which is what they have done, I believe, for as long as we can remember. All right, as you can see here as well, usually they beat the expected EPS. So there's really 2 scenarios. They either beat the EPS or they don't, but there's really one scenario, and that is that they beat the EPS. And then it's kind of what effect will that have on the market? Because that could still have 2 effects. I mean, in general, it's bullish news. But that bullish news could also be a sell the news effect. If we, for example, go back in time and we look at the 22nd of May, when they also beat the expected EPS, we had a sell the news effect. We dropped down, dumped quite a bit, consolidated, and started the downtrend. Now, apart from that, most of the other ones before this did not really have an impact on AI cryptos. All right, but the one we do know back in May was a sell the news effect. So first of all, if they do not beat the expected EPS, that's very bearish. It's going to be very bearish for AI coins. Coins like Render, Fetch, and Tau are going to dump like crazy, probably, which will also be a great buy opportunity in my opinion. If you look at a level like 250 for Tau, if you look at a level like $1 for Fetch, if you look at a level like $5 for Render, even if they fail to beat those expected EPS, I still think those are great buy areas. All right, so there's definitely an opportunity. But for me, it's more interesting to talk about what the price will do after they beat the earnings. And for me, because we saw that in May, the most likely scenario is that they get a sell the news effect. All right, so I think you need to be prepared for the opposite. All right, so if we do, to zoom in, if you see that Render gets a massive bullish breakout above 6.5, for example, if Fetch breaks above, let's say 1.4, if Tau breaks above 325 after the earnings, which by the way are after the market closes in the US, so that's probably when you're watching this video in about 6 hours, 6-7 hours. But if they actually do get the breakout after that, we'll probably not see a sell the news effect, and we will probably still rally. But for now, because of what we've seen in the past and because of what we know from similar news events in the past, I think it's most likely we will see a bearish reaction. All right, we saw some nice bullish momentum ahead of this. If the markets are very bullish, it might not have an effect, and we might not see a sell the news effect. But in general, a bearish reaction is what I expect. All right, so be prepared for both scenarios. But if you, like personally, I don't trade news. But if you really want to trade this, I would say, especially with the drop we saw in the markets yesterday, I would say short is the way to go. But like I said, I'm not trading it, except for if we, after the news, get some sort of a breakout in both directions. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.